Welcome to Stellar Mirage Path, where every tale takes you to the farthest corners of imagination and beyond. Step into a boundless universe where each story unfolds like a new star, waiting to ignite your curiosity and wander from ancient mysteries to futuristic adventures. Our stories will transport you to realms you've never dreamed of. So relax, let your mind wander, and join us on an unforgettable journey among the stars, where the cosmos itself becomes your canvas. If you like the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. Your subscription is my biggest motivation to bring you through every Galaxy Tales. Harry, sucked into the starry entity, felt the world spin uncontrollably, as if gravity had completely disappeared. The blinding light prevented him from opening his eyes. The memory fragments that had flooded his mind earlier in the library were now slowly piecing together into a bridge of memories, extending toward a place called the Starsea. Harry was stunned into silence by this unprecedented sight, and he slowly moved forward along the bridge. Around him, floating images flickered, each displaying a fragment of memories from the Starsea. Harry couldn't help but exclaim, "This planet is so much like Earth, but the humans look a little different." As he walked closer to the end of the bridge, a sudden force surged from below, like a massive whirlpool, pulling Harry down. Before he could react, his consciousness plummeted into darkness. When Harry regained consciousness, he found himself lying in the middle of a lush green meadow. The sky was painted with strange hues of red, blue, and gray, quiet and unfamiliar, shifting slowly like the breathing of a sleeping giant. "Where am I?" Harry furrowed his brow and muttered to himself. At that moment, a cold, mechanical voice suddenly echoed, as though it were drilling directly into his ears. Arrival at the Starsea. A series of awkward lines instantly appeared on Harry's face. He scratched his head and forced a wry smile before beginning to explore the unfamiliar land. The entire planet was eerily quiet, with only the gentle breeze rustling the grass, bringing with it a faint scent of fresh greenery. Strange. There were so many people in the fragments earlier. Where did they all go? Just as Harry was pondering, a figure quietly appeared before his eyes. It was a girl about his age, slender in build, with silver white hair that swayed gently in the breeze. Harry slowly got to his feet, brushing off the grass clinging to his coat. The girl before him stood silently, her silver hair flowing gently in the wind, like a sliver of moonlight slipping from the night sky. Excuse me, where exactly am I?" he asked hesitantly, his voice lowered with a touch of nervous tremor. The girl didn't answer right away. Instead, she gave a faint smile, light as a feather drifting in the wind. "Liu," she said softly. "I am a guide of the Starsea." Harry blinked, the corner of his mouth curling into a wry grin. "Well, that sounds a lot friendlier than I expected." He rubbed his eyes, still trying to get his bearings. "A guide? What is this? A dream cruise? Or are you trying to sell me a pyramid scheme?" He said it instinctively, then immediately realized there was probably no customer service hotline in a place like this. Liu stifled a laugh, her silver hair fluttering lightly, as if it whispered, "Ask too much, and you may not live long enough to regret it." She let out a soft chuckle. The Starsea is a vast world, woven from countless domains of memory. Every domain is a dream or recollection that once existed on this planet. Harry widened his eyes, scanning his surroundings in awe. Far off on the horizon, shimmering silhouettes flickered in and out of view, dancing beneath a sky awash with hues of red, blue, and gray. Liu continued, "The place we're standing in is called Dawn Meadow. It is the quietest of all realms within the starsea. Everyone who arrives here begins their journey from this very spot." "I see." Harry nodded, though his mind still swirled with questions and wonder. Suddenly, something strange caught his eye in the sky. High above, within the gray-blue firmament, there shimmered a vast, transparent, web-like structure. It pulsed faintly with starlight, as if some unseen force wove its strands across the heavens. At times, when the wind stirred, he could almost hear a melody drifting from the web, soft, haunting, and eerily familiar. "What's that?" Harry asked, pointing up with curiosity. Liu glanced skyward. "That's the DreamNet," she said gently. "It's the nervous system of the starsea, connecting every memory domain. Whenever a memory stirs or a heart trembles, the DreamNet responds, emitting sounds, music, even echoes of wishes left unfulfilled." Harry stood there, stunned. Wait, doesn't the DreamNet have something to do with the surface world? Liu nodded slightly, her voice quiet and solemn. "Yes, the surface world is the real world. Those who live there have no knowledge of the DreamNet. Yet their lives, their choices, even their futures, are all threads woven into stories by its design. We, here in the dream world, exist to watch and to understand." Harry fell silent, his mind reeling from the weight of what he had just heard. Two worlds, bound and interwoven. He tried to make sense of it all, but clarity remained just out of reach. Sensing his confusion, Liu didn't press further. She turned instead to gaze toward the distant skyline. In that moment, Harry felt a strange weight settle over him. This place, every stone, every blade of grass, seemed deeply tied to Liu. Not just a home, but a living memory. Yet, she had said nothing of what secrets those memories might hold. Guided by Liu, Harry walked through a dense forest. As their pace quickened, the scenery around them gradually changed. The lush green grass faded away, replaced by an open space. A vast circular platform surrounded by translucent crystal pillars. Each pillar emitted a faint glow, connected to the dreamweave of the starsea. "This is the Dream Scribe Hall," Liu said softly, her voice tinged with reverence. Harry gazed at the space woven from crystal and light, filled with questions. What kind of place was this? Why did Liu regard it with such respect? Liu motioned for him to follow. She gently pushed open a crystalline door, revealing a spacious hall. Countless shimmering star charts hung on the walls, like rivers of galaxies flowing across the surface. A faint melody lingered in the air, slowing Harry's breath without him even realizing it. "This is where the dream scribes reside," Liu continued. "They are the sages of the starsea. They understand the secrets of star dots and dream charts, and they possess the power to weave memory and foresee destiny." Harry looked around, puzzled. Star dots and dream charts? Sounds like some kind of mystical power. Liu nodded slightly, walking to a round table at the center of the hall. She pointed to an unfolded star chart on the table and explained in a low voice. "Star dots are the source of countless memories in the starsea. Each star dot represents a person's existence, their memories, their choices. When these memories intertwine with destiny, they form what we call a dream chart." "A dream chart?" Harry asked, still confused. "What exactly is that?" Liu spoke slowly. A dream chart is the scroll that records and weaves together all life stories in the starsea. Every birth, every choice, even the rebirth of a single dream is part of the dream chart. The duty of the dream scribes is to understand and preserve the harmony of these dream charts, ensuring the starsea remains in balance. At that moment, an elderly man in a robe shimmering with starlight entered the hall. His eyes sparkled with infinite brilliance, as if reflecting countless stars. He looked at Harry with a faint smile. "This is the dream scribe," Liu whispered. At the sight of the dream scribe, Harry felt a powerful presence overwhelm him. He trembled involuntarily. He had never experienced such intense pressure before. The dream scribe's gaze seemed to pierce through all of time and space, making it almost impossible to meet his eyes. The dream scribe looked calmly at Harry, then smiled slightly. "Harry, isn't it? From the Celestial Library, I presume?" Harry's eyes widened in shock. "How do you know that?" The dream scribe smirked and rolled his eyes. "Please, the token at your waist says it all." Harry glanced down, and sure enough, the token that once hung in the Celestial Library was now quietly attached to his belt. In that instant, he wished he could dig a hole and hide. After composing himself, Harry couldn't help but ask, "Then, why did the story's starlight entity pull me into it?" The dream scribe's eyes grew distant, as if recalling a faraway thought. That's one of the defining traits of the Celestial Library. Anyone who touches a starlight entity will be drawn into the story. It's a way for you to experience different lives and understand different truths. Harry fell silent, still bewildered by everything. Just as he was about to ask another question, the dream scribe turned to Liu and said, "Liu, bring out your family's heirloom ring. He may be the one foretold in your clan's prophecy." Liu nodded gently and took out a finely carved box from her pocket. She opened the lid to reveal the ring inside. On the inner surface of the lid, an inscription was etched. "When the myriad stars fall silent, only in dawnlight shall dreams awaken. Sapphire upon the sacred band shall shine with sevenfold light, and the dream chart shall break into silence and rise with the dawn." Carefully, Liu opened the lid. Inside lay a crystal-clear sapphire ring, radiating a soft, seven-colored glow. The light shimmered with the surrounding brightness, sometimes brilliant, sometimes dim, as though it held immeasurable power. Seeing this, the dream scribe and Liu turned to Harry and, in unison, said, "We've been waiting for you. The gate of dream. Descend." When both Liu and the Dreamweaver turned their gaze toward Harry, there was an unspoken depth in their eyes that made his heart race. Everything felt too sudden, too strange. He looked up at the Dreamweaver, his face a mix of confusion and astonishment. "We've been waiting for you," the Dreamweaver said, his voice laced with meaning, as if it carried the weight of ancient prophecy. Harry swallowed nervously. What do you mean? Why are you looking at me like that?" The Dreamweaver stepped forward, a calm yet commanding presence radiating from him. "You have taken the first step, Harry. The Shardstar Ring has acknowledged you, but that is only the beginning." Harry's heart pounded. Everything felt so foreign, so overwhelming. "Acknowledged me? What does that mean?" The Dreamweaver held his gaze, his tone low and solemn. "There's a task you must complete. Only by fulfilling it will the Shardstar Ring truly be yours. And only then can you return to your world." Harry took a step back, his voice rising in alarm. A task? But I don't even understand what's going on. The Dreamweaver pointed toward the distant star map. Your mission lies in the forgotten realm of Muring Shadow, a place where a lost memory star awaits. That star holds a secret of the starsea and is linked to the hopes of those in your world. Muring Shadow, Harry repeated. What is that place? Why have I never heard of it? Liu stepped forward gently, her voice calm yet firm. It's not another planet. It's a forgotten region within the starsea, a place where discarded memories drift into silence. But amidst that desolation lies a single star, one that refuses to be forgotten. That star embodies the future hopes of your world. Harry's thoughts spun wildly. But why me? What am I supposed to do? The Dreamweaver's gaze deepened, as if peering through the fabric of time itself. This is destiny's call, Harry. The Shardstar Ring has chosen you. If you fail this task, the path back to your world will be lost, and more than your fate will be at stake. A chill settled over Harry. And if I do fail, what happens then? The Dreamweaver's tone grew darker. Then this starsea will become your eternal prison. You will never return to the waking world. Fear gripped him, but as he looked into Liu's steady eyes, he found a spark of courage. I'll help you, Liu said, clasping his hand. You're not alone in this. Harry drew a deep breath and nodded. I'll go, no matter what. The Dreamweaver gave a solemn nod, then raised his hand and pointed to a shimmering gateway of light in the distance. Then pass through the gate of dream descent. It is the only path to the Forgotten Realm. All who enter must walk through it first. Harry stared at the radiant doorway. Its glow pulsed like a silent invitation, drawing him toward the unknown. Are you ready? Liu's voice was firm, unwavering. With another breath, Harry stepped forward, heart unsteady, but spirit resolved. Toward the gate he walked, chasing answers and a destiny yet unknown.